His Excellency Mr. Gregory P2B has once again made it very clear to Nigerians home and abroad that of course he is contesting to be the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come the year 2027. In this episode, he has maintained that he is not going to be a running mate to anybody, that in fact, that nobody has discussed anything with him about being a running mate. So for all the news we have been seeing over the months flying on the internet space that P2B is going to be Atiku's running mate, P2B has cleared the air in this very episode. He went further to highlight a few things that is of utmost importance for many Nigerians home and abroad. And most importantly, P2B has maintained that he is still in his political party, Labour Party, but he is going to work with the coalition, ADC, to achieve his political ambition. I love the strategy that this coalition under ADC platform is using, because over time, we have seen somebody like FCT Minister Yesom Wike, who is here, who is neither here nor there. He is a card-carrying member of PDP, working for APC. Confusion everywhere. When you ask him, he will tell you it is not an anti-party. So it's also nice that people are now shouting anti-party. P2B is Labour Party. He's working with ADC. Atiku is PDP. He's working with ADC. Let the confusion continue in this country, Nigeria. Since on I know they get sense again, it is no longer a good thing to call a spade in this country. Make on listen to P2B.
This company where they say, oh, you cannot be in two companies at the same time. But I have indicated my intention. I want to go into this. That is not.
Well, you don't see it as anti-party.
No. There's no anti-party.
No, because I don't think Labour Party has agreed to
remember, we said for 2027. Say we're not in 2027, we're in 2025. It's clear. We've adopted this for 2027. So if I say I'm going to this, that doesn't say, oh, well, listen, I want to be saying, I want to be able to be part of your dinner in the evening. That doesn't mean I should abandon my breakfast and lunch because I've intended to come and eat your dinner. No, we're going there. So we're going to go together. We are not abandoning where we are. At some stage, when that happens, you know.
So you are thinking of being a running mate to Atiku. Is that the case right now? That's your intention?
Again, Cheryl, this is not in play. Nobody have ever discussed that.
You know why I'm asking?
People assume so many things. Nobody have ever discussed with me whether I'm going to be A or B or C. Cheryl, I'm going to contest for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I believe I'm qualified for it.
You know the reason why I'm asking this? The coalition has been touted as Atiku-led coalition. And there are those who think that organization of coming together, that marriage is for an Atiku platform to run.
People just assume anything in this country. And I don't believe in assumption. I don't live with it. I'm part of a coalition which will be able to produce a competent president with the capacity, compassion to save this country.
And you look at the assemblage in that room. Some have described them as geriatrics who are old and done politically, who have been former this, former that. And this is P2B, and your reputation, you know what your reputation is with the Nigerian people. There are those who think that P2B stands for a ray of hope, a beacon of hope for a lot of young Nigerians. And your association with some of those who have been described as spent, former this, former that. You don't think that there's a problem, that it's a contradiction?
Sure. When a leader comes into the scene, you lead everybody. Your job is to change. You change the old, you change the young. You don't just say, oh, my job as a leader is to change those who are not even, and if you look at it, it's about everywhere in the world. Those who brought out change everybody. Even for those of us, I'm sure it's in Islam, it's within the Quran, it's in the Bible, that those who actually like Paul, who was previously...
Well, it is very important that Peter Obi has come out once again to reassure Nigerians that he's still committed to the project of rescuing Nigeria come 2027. You know, making it very clear once again of his ambition to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is something that I was also expecting in recent time because the speculation has been too much. And as you can rightly see, Nigerians home and abroad are calling for Peter Obi to be the presidential flag bearer of ADC. Therefore, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, El Rufai, Rotimi Amechi, I know all of you have interest of becoming the president of this country. By 2027, Atiku will have become about 80 years. And if that happens, that he, becomes even the president at the end of the day, I can tell you it will be a disaster. The same thing we are seeing with the government of Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu. These men are old. These men are old and they should be retired and become elder statesmen, giving advice to the younger generation. You heard it from Peter Obi that he is coming to change both the old and the young. Yes, that has always been my stand. That we need a man with impeccable track record to lay the foundation of democracy in Nigeria, to lay the foundation of due process, to lay the foundation of rule of law, so that abominations we have accepted and adopted over time as a tradition will become a thing of the past. Everybody will understand that things like this doesn't have a place in our democracy. That is one of the singular reasons I continue to advocate for somebody like Peter Obi. I know they are recruiting a lot of influencers now to come and begin to. Somebody like they call D1. I have always seen his video and I decided to ignore his personality, his rant, and media banter with very dark man. But I saw the video he made recently, directing it to Peter Obi. I knew from my heart that what we are seeing, what we are hearing, the speculations are true, that the influencers have been bought over to attack the person of Peter Obi. But it will not succeed. They will not succeed. Because this man want Nigeria to continue to become what it is, while people continue to perish on daily basis. If I open my DM, I'm not that type of person who help people and come to speak about it. If I open my DM, even when I don't have Naira in my Naira account, people think that I don't want to help. The hunger, the suffering is too much. We need somebody with, a due process mindset who will follow, problem solving traditionally. Use the most advanced, technology in problem solving and tackle the problem of Nigeria. Most importantly, reduce the cost of governance. Well, we'll continue to talk until Nigeria becomes better. And at this point, I will allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. Man, another person see him. God bless you.